Me, I'm all about sex. If the sex ain't good, you don't love me. If you can't get hard, you don't love me. That's me. This is a no judgment zone.
There's no love without sex. How many people here believe that right now?
I can only speak for me in that I would have to say I would feel some type of way if I wasn't getting any sex.
Same position.
With sex, you know what the person's gonna do, when he's gonna do it, you know how he's gonna bust. You know, he don't wanna do nothing extra.
I had a high sex appetite, which means I wanted to taste a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have a high sex drive because when I got into my relationships, I didn't have sex as much as when I had a high appetite. When you're a man-ho, at some point in time, your appetite runs out. Because you don't give a fuck about trying new things because you done tried enough. So now, you just ready to chill. Now you look for the substance.
So it's very two different things. Sex appetite when you wanna have sex all the time, you good, whatever, you could fuck that person. And sex drive is like when you don't have no desire for sex.
If you have a low sex drive.
You know, a low sex drive, you don't have no.
Can you have a high sex drive?
Yes.
High sex appetite?
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
That works the best.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
No, that's actually not a billion. That's detrimental.
Really?
When you have a high sex drive and a high sex appetite, it's first and foremost, it's almost like greed. Like you cannot keep it up.
Sounds like addiction.
And now you start actually there's like, I would say, typically you'll probably have a lack of commitment. When you have a high sex drive and a high sex appetite, you're literally you're so living in the moment that it's really hard for something permanent or something cemented. Because it's very hard to keep up as a, you know what I'm saying, as a person, it's hard to keep up with a high sex drive plus a high sex appetite. You gotta remember, if you go to a restaurant, you get appetizers. You get one appetizer. You know what I'm saying? So like when you can focus on one small bite, you're gonna want more. So if you have 3 or 4, and you still want more, you're just greedy. So when you have high sex appetite, you're gonna continuously eat, which is have sex in my analogy.
I
understand.
I understand that, but I mean, if you're in the confines of a relationship, right? Fine, you have a guy or woman that has a high sex drive, high sex appetite. I don't think there's anything wrong. You just got to find someone to match. So that's another thing as well. It's only bad if you don't have somebody that pairs with that. Because I feel like there's no linear answer. There's no one way. Like too much sex. Like I just feel like there's no definitive answer. It's just all about, you know, you got to find that person that either matches you or understand. And also you identifying, because like Danny said, high sex drive can just come from different things. You just have a high sex drive, you have a low sex drive from stress. It could be the medication you take and the appetite, because we're talking about desires versus the appetite, right?
Yes.
Well,
So with the
desires versus the drive.
and that's where the libido comes in. So the libido is also a factor as well. Like it goes up and down and just different
Desires
factors.
never end. I'll give you an example. So now this is why I can see the difference, right? There's been girls that I dated in my life where I could have sex with them 2-3 times a week and that was good. But then there's relationships where I had sex every single day with them. Cause the appetite.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course. That's
Because
why
you can have sex, all that sex, and not enjoy it.
Yeah, all right. So me personally, I can't, but that does make sense, right?
Yeah.
So for me to really invest myself into having sex every single day, I don't even like having sex every day, personally. It's too draining,
Yeah.
right? But I wanted to do it because my sex appetite was overriding my typical sex drive. You get what I'm trying to say?
I get what you're saying. That's why I asked you, did you enjoy it? Because if your appetite is so high.
But like, yo,
Did she match you?
Yeah.
she matched my appetite. It was like a chemistry thing. So like we're like,
I feel like that's the only way it would work is if you and your partner are on the same type of level, because then you guys become too compatible. If, you know, one sex drive is higher than the others, then you guys gonna have problems. You know what I'm saying? Like you always want to have sex, and now I'm gonna find that a problem.
or you just seek others. That's what happens. So I'm saying, like,
Oh yeah, and that's when you go out of your
yeah.
relationship and you start looking for someone who has the same sex drive as you.
Or you
the same,
just bunch of them.
Yeah,
Or
the
the same
like a
real
bunch of 'em.
compatibility? Are you really compatible with that person, or are you just
sexually compatible.
But I do feel like when you meet certain people, like you know how you say like you met certain people and your sex drive wasn't as high. I do feel like it have to do with vibe and connection. Some people bring your sex drive up, like, you know, you're very attracted to them, the connection is there, so your sex drive become, you know, more than what he, you know, like they turn you
Sometimes,
on.
yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes
Yeah,
some
yeah,
people
yeah.
turn you on more than others. You know, like you might be with, I might be with you and I don't turn you on as much. Then she might be with you. Then she turn you on to the point where like you wanna have sex every day.
I agree with that.
Here's my question.
It's
Since we said
unrealistic
that,
to have sex every day.
I was about to ask you that.
So like,
Is it?
Yeah, it is. Like,
is it negative or positive?
think about it like this. I'm willing to bet my life in this. There is nobody who had sex every day for 3 years straight.
No.
Of course
So
not.
what I'm saying is, it's unrealistic
Oh, I heard-
with the same person.
Is that son in the audience? The audience said something?
What?
Son in the Raptors?
Anyway, look, I'm not saying it's impossible, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, let's talk about the realistic spectrum. Having sex 365 times a year
I can't.
for 3 years consecutive with the same one person.
Wow, see, don't push that narrative.
No, because what we're saying is like why sex appetite causes you to step out. Because the sex desires, somebody can't, if you really realistically have a high sex drive and a high sex appetite, the amount that somebody could fulfill that is, the odds are so low.
But if you're choosing your partner every day, at least you can try, because you may not match it, but you could come close to it. We're talking about a relationship. Let's say mine is a 10, right? Yeah. And she's not at the 10, but she's gonna try. If she's like saying no every time to my advances, then of course. But if she's trying to get on my level, it can work.
No, but that doesn't. No, it doesn't work. Let me tell you.
How that doesn't work if somebody's trying to meet their partner halfway?
My friend, her sex drive was very low.
That's her.
And okay, that's what I'm saying. It's not for everybody. And her partner's sex drive was very high. And she was just trying, but beside the sex, they have a great connection beside the sex. But my whole thing, she was trying to catch up to him, like please him, but her sex drive is never gonna equal to this man because his sex drive was on 10 and she was like on 2. You get?
Are they still together?
You get what I'm saying? And even they have an open relationship, she still wanna keep like because she gonna keep up with him.
It doesn't create a good relationship sexually if you have to please your partner, not in a way that you don't want to, but you have to feel like you gotta keep up with him. Like you don't really wanna have sex, but I'm gonna have sex because he wants to, and I don't want him to go looking somewhere else, so I'm gonna do it.
That's why they did open relationship. Do you guys think it's important? Do you think it's healthy to have an open relationship with someone who has a high or low sex drive? Like,
I think it's only if you communicate, if y'all are both on the same page, and you say, hey, listen, you're not doing it enough for me. And you want to say, hey, I'm open to bringing another person in, because I read an article where a woman and her husband had an open relationship and it saved their marriage.
Wow.
Because she had a very high sex drive. The husband had a very low sex drive, but she wanted to bring in another person and it saved their marriage. So
look, here's the thing, right? For me, now we're talking about Rico, right? Rico, if Rico has a very high sex drive and you're my wife, Rachel, and you're like, hey, it's okay if you haven't, by you meaning me, have an open relationship, I'm all right with that. But when it comes to me and my wife having an open relationship, I'm not okay
So
with
then
that.
the relationship won't work then?
So basically, you just want a monogamous relationship. You do not want...
No, she said that it can be open for him, but close for you.
Okay.
He said
So
open
you
for him,
want
close
to
for
be
you.
able to have sex with another woman in the relationship while I cannot have...
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying if my sex drive was at that point, and
she
to
couldn't
save
fulfill
my
it.
marriage, I would respect if my wife was like, hey, look, it's okay if you want to step out and have an open relationship. I'm gonna not. That's not me, so that's not what I'm gonna do. I would like that, right? But when it says when we talking about open relationship on both sides of the spectrum, I'm not
That's
can't-
saving your marriage though.
No,
that's- yeah.
I don't want that marriage. I would be uncomfortable.
You know when you get married, it's not only about you, no.
No.
It's about spicing things up.
it's not.
What if you wanted it? What if she was like, let's switch a different position? How would you know you wouldn't like it if you didn't try it?
Wait. What's the position, first of all?
Oh my God.
Like, how would you know?
Like, I don't mind switching positions.
Your legs behind
Listen,
your back.
I don't mind switching positions.
So what
but
she
we
said
not
she wants your
switching
legs.
positions.
What she said she wants your legs behind the back of your neck. Whatever, that's your life. That's your way.
Baby, I'm not flexible. But like, baby, I'm not flexible like
that's
that.
your answer?
So look, when I'm like, that's unrealistic.
Take yoga class.
Yeah.
No, that's
So would you be willing to try if your wife said, "Baby, I just want to spice things up. You know, like let's switch some, add some toys."
I mean, that was already done. I was already playing with vibrators on her. That's
But what if she want to do things to you?
no, that's switching the positions,
this
right?
is what-
Those positions I'm not
But Rico,
switching.
this is my whole thing, right? I just feel like there's always a balance. And I don't feel like people should go into marriage unless something happened to you. Because you mess with somebody with a certain amount of time, you're in a relationship with them, you know their sex drive. I don't think people should go get married if the sex drive is not there. For me, I'm all about sex. If the sex ain't good, you don't love me. If you can't get hard,
What?
you don't love me.
Yo,
That's
that's
me.
crazy.
This is a no judgment zone. Don't
I know,
judge
but that's
me.
not.
But I'm saying though,
For Danny.
it's kind. No, I'm just saying. And my thing, if your sex drive is low and my sex drive is high, it's not gonna work. And most likely, if you don't give me the okay to go, I'm gonna cheat. Cause I'm not like the most sex drive person, but when I wanna fuck, I wanna fuck.
Dan,
So
let me
you
ask you
tell-
something. If you want to cheat, would you tell him?
That's why you vibrator.
That's what I'm saying. Like
You would
it's
tell
kind of like people know their partner. After a while, you've been with somebody, you know your
So your partner should know that you're gonna cheat. Thank you.
yes, I'm
All
asking
right,
you.
moving along. So yeah, but since my partner, since I know Danny doesn't likes a lot of sex or a medium level of sex, and I can't satisfy
So
it,
you would
I
be with
gotta be on the
somebody-
lookout for you to cheat. That's what you just said.
I'm
Because
not
I know my
I'm
partner
never
for X
saying
amount
I'm
of
gonna
time.
change your sex drive is low, but like I will just be honest.
But
I
why is
can't-
that the only option?
But my whole thing,
What about counseling? What about church?
I can't be
But
with
Danny,
you.
if your sex
I'm just
drive
saying.
is higher than your partner's,
Your sex drive is high, right?
don't
has
you think
moments.
if
moments. We
toys
can
come
talk
into
about
play?
it.
What about if toys come into play? Don't you like, masturbate if you need to have sex and he's not with it right now? Just if yours is just higher, not at the complete
what I'm
highest.
saying. Sex drives don't mean penetration. You feel me? People think about sex
Exactly.
drive.
It doesn't have to be penetration.
But you gotta be on some type of mood. You cannot just give me no mood. Okay, you don't like penetration? Let me suck your dick. If you can't do that, it's a problem. I gotta be entertained in some way.
But
So it's your appetite.
Hold on, there's
you wanna,
another,
you want to
thing
suck a dick.
No, it's not my appetite. I'm just saying your sex drive gotta be balanced. Like, if my sex drive is over here, your gotta be somehow over here. I can't go with somebody that don't like to have sex at all because I'm a sexual
What if you
person.
fall in love with somebody that doesn't match your sex drive?
I mean,
There's no love
honestly,
without
there's
sex.
no love without sex.
She said if you don't fuck me good.
sex.
She said if you don't fuck me good, you don't love me.
Let's
That's
stay
what
right
she
here.
said.
Let's do it.
No,
Y'all
I
really
just feel like it's a way to connect to
That's a
people. I feel
distorted
like when I have a connection with
For you,
somebody,
it's about sex. They have to have.
It's not about sex. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You
But
just
like,
said there's
if
no
you-
love without sex.
There is no love without sex. So like, I mean, like,
How many people, before we come, how many people on this panel believe that? You believe that? There's no love without sex. How many people here believe that right now?
I believe
I can only speak for me in that I would have to say I would feel some type of way if I wasn't getting any sex.
But see, y'all dragging it. We're not talking about
But I'm
any
not.
sex. No, let's be realistic. I'm not saying
Wait,
sex
that is
7 days
I
a
don't
week.
think
No, but we
that
are
would
being
call
realistic
love.
because you trying to sound poetic.
No,
yeah, you always want to sound poetic.
that's what y'all just said. There's no love without sex.
Yo, you.
Okay,
Okay,
there
there's
could be
no-
love. There could
there's
be
no
love, but I don't know.
love.
I could have love for
Is
you,
it
but
not
like,
love?
honestly,
Love.
like, I feel like when I'm
Never get married, please.
no,
Please.
let's
Let's be real.
I feel like
Let's be real. There's no love without sex.
I feel like when I'm really into somebody, I want to fuck more.
I get that,
So
Danny.
if you don't want to touch me, it's an issue for me.
I understand.
You
But
got
this-
sick, your dick is not broken. What's the problem?
Exactly.
Sometimes it could
No,
be
because if
something
you don't
else.
even want to touch me,
So I did more research, right? And about the whole sex drive and appetite. And some people are asexual.
Okay,
That's cool,
they
then,
stay by
baby.
themselves.
then asexual. Asexual means why you don't look for a partner.
Wait, hold on. Danny says they by No, some people are asexual. Okay, so examples of, they could be asexual and they could be having sex just to please you. Or they like the idea of it. It's like, it's a spectrum. It's a lot that goes into it. It's not just, oh, you don't suck dick, you don't eat pussy, I'm out, I'm a cheat, you should know me. It's none of that. That's what I said, like, it is so deep. So if you meet a person with a high sex drive, it comes from somewhere. If it's a low sex drive, it comes from you. You should investigate. You should have a conversation. And if all of that checks out, then leave. Don't go cheat.
All right, Oliver.
Don't say no. I'm not gonna change the position up.
Communicate with the partner.
But even
Come
if so,
on.
listen, let's be real. Because now
That is real.
No, stop. That was poetic.
But not
Let's be real.
everyone on the panel
Let's
said
be
they were
real,
gonna
right?
cheat.
You know that the top 5 reasons for problems in marriage is the lack of sex.
Okay.
You understand that?
I agree.
So do you understand that?
I understand.
So
Loud
do
and
you
clear.
understand that the other partner in that marriage
All
is
right.
saying there is no love or a lack of love because there's no sex?
My love is not in my crotch, on her crotch. I'm sorry. It's deeper than that. It's to my love, it's to
All
my
right, Oliver,
building.
so let's say if you're
Come on now.
all right, so let's be real now. Let me ask you a question,
right.
hypothetical, right? If you're married for 2 years
Mm-hmm.
and actually 4 years, and the last 2 years, your wife said, "I'm not having sex," and she kept dubbing you for 2
If
years.
she's saying those words verbatim, she's not
I'm not
having sex.
into it. I don't want to do it. Not right now. Later, and then later never happens. You,
Then obviously it's over.
but you understand.
Because, okay, before I get to over, I'm gonna ask questions. I'm gonna do counseling.
You're
Yes,
gonna
I'm gonna do things.
gonna do-
There is yes.
You're
I
gonna
got
bring in the
married.
toys.
I'm gonna do everything. I got married. I didn't get married for sex. I could just stay single and fuck.
But if you didn't get married for sex, why are you having to seek counseling for sex?
Because my partner. It's something with my partner going on.
No, it's something with you and what you want. And she's not giving what you
I
want.
want the package, right? And I'm not getting the whole package.
I get what Oliver's saying.
Thank you.
He knows why he wants to make
No.
it
I get
work.
what he's saying.
He wants to make
I
it
get
work.
what he's saying
And
as
then
well.
I'll pull the
But
plug.
then, but whatever you're saying right now is, proving our point.
Yeah, you're contradicting yourself.
You're saying because y'all not going through the process.
let me
Danny
say
was just saying, if in two weeks we ain't fucking, I'm cheating.
No, that's not what I said.
That's not what you not said. It's not what you not said.
Oliver, let me just say this.
That's
Just
not
like
what-
you gotta be compatible in a relationship, like, to be with someone, you gotta be compatible. Like, in your relationship, like, y'all guys somehow, like, it's something gotta be compatible. I just feel like it's the same thing for sex. I gotta be somehow compatible.
I
can
agree.
take a 1 and then I'm a 10, or, you go from being a 10 and you with a 2. It's not gonna work.
Before you break up or leave, will you try?
Yeah,
yes
I
or
would
no?
try.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try. Even a trying is a try.
I'm gonna give you the years 20 to 24. I had a high sex appetite, which means I wanted to taste a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't have a high sex drive because when I got into my relationships, I didn't have sex as much as when I had a high appetite. I could have sex with a new girl every day, but I couldn't have sex with the same girl every day.
Damn, it's all right, Rico.
You get what I'm saying? So like my appetite was like, I wanted to just try this, I wanted to try that, I wanted to try this, I wanted to try that, and then when it's all said and done, when I got my main course, I just didn't eat all of my food.
Have you ever experienced that?
I mean, for me, that's interesting, Rico. I just feel like, why wouldn't you want to give your all to that one chick? Like, why wouldn't you want to do fun things, Why wouldn't you want to do all that with her?
Maybe in the beginning.
You think it just kind of like
No,
died
you know what it
out?
is? It's just, no, it's not that it died out. It's just all right, so when you have a high sex appetite, it's the curiosity because every woman is
So
different.
you just, for you.
Right?
you
Like
wanna-
having
It's the
sex
newness.
with you
It's the newness.
is
No,
going to be
that's what I
so
said in the
different from
beginning.
having sex with Danny.
Yeah.
And somebody with a high appetite just wants to try every
I
single
would agree.
different
But,
okay.
energy,
That's the difference.
go ahead, Dana.
A sex drive is the desire to have sex. That's why some people have a high sex drive and some people have a low sex drive. A sex appetite is somebody that's ready to fuck whenever, whatever.
And
you don't give a
anything,
fuck.
anything.
And
Even if they don't enjoy
You
it.
know what I'm saying? That's
'Cause also
what
you
it
could have a
is.
high appetite,
Because
don't enjoy it
Some
too.
people might have,
Yeah.
they might have a sex appetite,
Right.
a high sex appetite, but they have a low sex drive. So it's like, not that they don't want to have sex with every different girl or every different man, but their sex drive is low.
I will say this, that the relationship that I was in, it was kind of like boring sex.
Oh wow.
But it's
What's boring sex?
Well, wait. We gonna get back to it. I want her to finish this.
But I feel like having somebody that you're really, really physically attracted to, you're like, I was doing swinging from the chandelier.
Oh, with another person.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tried different stuff.
Oh, okay.
So what is boring sex? Now I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
I mean, I feel like boring
What was
sex
boring
is like
sex
the
with him? What was it with him? What was that?
Position, same thing,
Kind of
all
like a
the time.
routine.
Yeah, like
Did you
that's
speak
not
up?
fun. Did I speak up?
Yeah.
Ooh, Danny, you want to say something?
Hold on, wait, no, hold on.
No, and I just feel like.
But wait, go back. So it was boring, and how long were you dealing with this boring sex?
For a while.
So then, whose fault is it?
I mean,
it takes two to tango. I mean, he wasn't fucking himself.
Funny. Look at him.
Yeah, so it's like, who's to blame? Because he may think he's killing it. And this whole time, you creating a monster. You stroking his ego.
That they killing it.
Because think about it, if you keep allowing me to come back with the same two stroke at 2 o'clock,
and I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
Am I?
Because look, I've been.
Wow.
Here what I'm going. I'm your man. 4 years I've been giving you whack dick. 4 years. You accepted the whack dick. You accepted it for extensive amount of time.
Yeah.
So then now I'm gonna look at you and be like, well, maybe you were born too. Like, cause you took it.
No.
You stayed.
No, because what I'm trying to say is, with the new partner, we're doing other.
Just asking questions.
What is other stuff?
And that can happen.
I'm just curious.
That
what's
can
other
happen.
stuff?
Listen, you can go into a whole new relationship and be more open to trying new things.
Boring sex is whack sex.
Yeah.
But what's
Boring
whack
sex is getting up, literally, like, you've been with the person for a while, it's late at night,
position.
the same position, like,
how he about
it's
to turn your
a
leg
quickie, it's a 2 second, he's not about to he's not trying to put his finger in your butt, he's not trying to put toes, how he's gonna bust, he don't want to do nothing extra.
How long do you deal with that? That's my question.
Don't bust in my bed, he don't want to bust, he don't want to get the stuff dirty, he's just so clean.
I mean, he lays there.
I'm never sitting on your bed in your house. I'm walking with a black light to your house next to me.
I realize
Black light. Anyway, so I'm gonna do Amanda. Amanda, so what about you?
What about me?
What about
Boring sex.
What about me?
No, my fact, no. I want to know about your
all,
appetite. I want to know about your appetite.
You only had two sexual
I want to know,
partners.
I want to know about your appetite. What's bigger, your appetite or your drive? Yeah, Amanda hasn't been talking much.
That's what happened.
She's giggling. What's up? She's giggling. Oh, shit. Oh, Amanda, I've never seen you blush like this.
They make me nervous.
Her cheeks are red.
Yeah, blushing.
It's the makeup. It's called blush. Actually, so I have a high sex appetite.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
What does that look like?
Well, okay, actually, previously to being in a relationship, I feel like I've had a high sex appetite. Right now, I feel like I'm experiencing low sex drive.
Wow.
But outside of a relationship, yeah, I always just wanted to get my rocks off.
But different. I'm a piggyback off of Rico. Where I'm at, I think I had a good balance of appetite and drive. So for me,
Don't get poetic, Oliver.
No, I'm telling you, no.
Don't get poetic, Oliver, because I know you.
No, I'm gonna say, I'm the type of guy that I would holler at all 4 girls, slinging raw dick, and they would know, and I was honest about it. So
That's
I
high
wanted
appetite.
to sample everything, and it was very risky. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. And then, but I also had a healthy balance of a drive, because when I found something. When I found that girl, that's weird. Found something that's gonna hump it. When I found that girl, I had sex with her multiple times. So it was a balance. But now where I'm at the age of 36, my appetite and drive is kind of like low-ish sometimes, because I know I want more. I am seeking more. I'm transitioning to like more substance, more quality.
When you're a man-ho, at some point in time, your appetite runs out. Because you don't give a fuck about trying new things because you done tried enough. So now, you just ready to chill. Now you look for the substance. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. And I think it's essential for everybody that is a man or a woman to evolve into. So now you think it's low sex drive, but realistically, you just don't find value in the small bites of appetites or appetizers that you used to. You're not indulging into the little shit no more.
Probably because
That's
you're
all
getting
we-
older.
You're getting more
I
wise.
don't have the highest sex drive, like, you know. But I do believe good dick lasts 2 weeks. Let's just say your sex drive is not as high, but when you fuck me, I'm good for 2 weeks, or I'm good for like a week and a half. I don't need to fuck every day. Some men
No, not every day. That's not what he asked.
Yeah, I don't need to have that sex drive, but there's some men where I have sex with, I still gotta go home and masturbate or play with my toy, but there's some men I have sex with, I don't want to see no dick for the next 4 days. Don't bother me. So I don't care if your sex drive is high or low, but if I'm satisfied with whatever you're giving me, I don't care how your sex drive is. If I'm satisfied, I'm gonna take what I have and I'm gonna move on with that. That's just that.
You got a full stomach.
I say for
Yeah.
me,
You got a full stomach.
what I
Just
get,
pull me up.
Stomach.
what I got from what Alan was asking, for me, because Alan was like, could that dick or pussy hold you down for a long time? So there is a person that I was smashing for like over 8 years, and it held me down. That's what I took from it. Not 2 weeks. Like, this is something, and it's not a girl. It's not my girlfriend. So it's like, I know, I caught that. It's not a girlfriend. I was like, wow.
The Atlantic coming
I
in.
know. The Casamigos. So it's not my girlfriend. Yeah, it's not my girlfriend. But we've been smashing, and that. Her vagina, her everything holds it down to the point where sometimes I wonder if I get into a relationship, it'll be almost a competition with that, because I'm not gonna lie, so far that is the best sex I've had in my life.
Why didn't you cuff
And the
her?
reason, we can't get into that. I don't want to throw nobody's business out there, but
No,
there's
but why
reason.
couldn't you cuff her? I don't know.
Did she have a
She
man?
have a man.
She had a man. You were
So yeah,
young.
so,
I knew that.
so with that
I
being
could tell
said,
you that.
Judgment zone.
and also
Had a
with the
man.
good sex came a good
So she had a
friendship.
man.
With good sex came a good friendship.
Y'all
So
were friends with benefits.
So this is
with
what
good
happens.
sex, good benefits. So what I'm saying is that person, her vagina, her everything can hold me down. If I was to stay single forever, honestly, and she stayed single forever, we would never be, that would be the only vagina I need for the rest of my life, Danny. I swear to God. For the rest of my life.
I mean, that's cool, but like the thing
I found that, but
but it's not yours.
yeah.
So
And
like,
I'm okay with that.
So, but no. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is, and that's the problem. Like when you find box that is great, but it's not yours.
Yeah.
It's not box that will ever be yours.
Okay, cool.
So like, it's like I believe that I could love. Like for example, you could love this girl, right? I feel like you do. Right? I feel like you got love for her.
I like that
feel
one
like
better.
you
I
would
like that
be
one
in a
better.
relationship with her had she had not had whatever situation going on.
Yes.
But guess what? It's just one aspect that she holds. So
I
it's,
said there's things outside of it. You missed that.
No, but
we
what
have a
I'm-
friendship.
yeah, with the good sex came
Yeah.
a good friendship,
Yeah.
but you needed the good sex first. But the problem that I'm trying to say is just the one box. So no, good pussy is not enough.
For me, it is. For me. 'cause
No,
it was a
it's
package.
not enough because you
How
know
you
what?
gonna tell me? For me, it is.
Because
For me, it is. For Oliver, Lawrence, Luke.
For Oliver.
If I stay single forever and she stayed single, we will be sexing till the
she
day
didn't
we
there's
die.
somebody that is.
We will be hanging out.
Oliver, understand this. There is somebody who's fucking her right now. Right?
Probably.
Listen, he's
Maybe not.
fucking her right now and he does not value her.
Okay with
He
it.
does not value her. He does not value her
but-
pussy. Stop.
Rico was trying to
Wait. I got
mean
you.
what
I got
Oliver-
you. He's the guy that she's fucking. He does not value her pussy, and he's not treating it the right way. That's why she's walking across to Oliver, and Oliver's satisfying her appetite. But it's just an appetite because if it was something that was more than that, she would leave
let-
that and she would be with Oliver.
Nope. That's not always true.
You're an appetizer.
You're missing what Alan said. It's not about the titles. Could you come across a person that gives you the best sex for the rest of your life?
Yes.
It's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
but
it.
the
That's
only-
it. Period.
No, but talking about the sex.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay, Oliver, but the one point he's trying to make is that can't be a forever sex when she got somebody else. You can't always depend on that forever.
When she,
Yeah.
okay, hold on. That's what, y'all missed what I said. If we are staying single forever.
But she's not
single.
she is single.
She's single?
Yes.
But wait, you didn't tell us that.
Okay, so we're riding on the point that she has a man. Did you miss
When
that?
she had a man, we were still fucking.
So why?
If she's single,
So
and we're
why
still
she not with you
we
now?
fucking.
Like,
So because it's not about being in a
Stop
relationship.
yelling.
It's not about being in a- Why is it every time you have good sex, it gotta equal in a relationship? That's
you
not so
love
linear.
this girl, you've been fucking her for 8 years.
Just because
Eight other-
8 years, but good sex doesn't
8
equal love,
years,
right?
Oliver.
Like you said.
I'm not giving no girl dick for 8
That
years
is
that I
Rico.
don't love.
Remember what you said? I speak for Rico. I'm Rico. I'm speaking for Oliver. We're not doing this season, bro. I'm catching you this time. I'm catching you this season, bro. We're not doing it.
I'm gonna ask you one question.
Yes.
One question. Would you be in a relationship with that girl?
At the time, yes.
Why not? Now.
I sing too much now. We know where the bodies are buried. We know too much about each other.
So this goes to show you were just another appetizer on her plate, and you bit the bait.
I am okay. The words expressed by Oliver and Ada at the table. I'm okay with that.
Is she the best pussy you've ever? Is she the best pussy you've ever had, or are you the best D she's ever had?
We spoke about this, and it's both.
Both.
Both. I've given her experiences that the first, like squirting,
Y'all know
learning
this
her body,
emoji?
we talk. You know, outside of sex, we hang out. So it's a whole experience. The whole appetite
Okay,
is
the
not
hanging
that
out
the
don't have
yams is
nothing to
good.
do with that.
It's the chicken is good. How it was prepared, it was good. The conversation. Yeah.
But like I was dealing with somebody, we've been fucking for 5 years. That's one of the best sex I ever had. I don't want to be with him forever. We could fuck forever, but I don't want no relationship with this
Thank
man.
you,
I don't want to
Danny.
have kids with him.
Thank
I don't want to
you.
marry him.
Thank
but the
you.
sex is great. I mean, like I give a man, when I deal with someone, I give you like 3 months to like really prove to me like what you have. You got 3 months. If we keep on doing it, you're not it for me, I'm gonna go in my back pockets. I will have a side dude. I always do. I might not use him for the moment, but if it's necessary, he's gonna get used. If I realize you can't please me and I like vibing with you, I'm gonna still vibe with you, but I'm gonna have my side dude. I'm gonna call him like, yo, what's up? I don't gotta talk to my side dude for years, but if I call him, he's there. So I'm gonna give you that opportunity to prove yourself for like 3 months to 6 months to see if I could deal with it. But if you're not satisfying me, my side dude is the truth. If he fuck me, when we start fucking, we're not gonna stop for a while. So it's kind of like I give you a clean slate. I'm not when I start messing with a dude, I'm not dealing with my side dude. You know what I'm saying? My side dude got his thing going on. I got my own thing going on. But like if we messing on, I realize, damn, it been 3 to 6 months. You still can do. That's when I'll be like, yo, what's good? What you doing? What's up? And when I start fucking my side dude, God knows when I'm gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? So I give you that time. I give you a time to prove yourself. If you can't, I'm a sexual person. I realize that. It took me a while to be like, I was ashamed to be like, I'm a sexual person, but I'm like, who the fuck is? I like to fuck. Fuck it. If you can't please me in that, because I'm a pleaser. I please men. So my whole job when I deal with somebody, I make you come and I make you laugh. So I'm pleasing you. So if you can't do anything for me within that sense, so I'm allowed to go to my side dude, whoever could get the job done, because you're not doing it. If I don't want to lose a friend and whatever, I'm going to keep you around if you're doing stuff for me. But like, you're not just going to be the only one. That's all.
I love my vibrator, so I'm not thinking, why can't I call this person or this person? She's getting used.
It's a girl?
And yeah, she's a girl. So yeah, I have no problem in using my vibrator. So I never really have to think to myself, okay, there's an issue that I'm using it too much. Maybe I should go get it somewhere else or whatever. That is my best pleasure when I'm pleasuring myself.
Thank you.
So no conversation is going to be had at all. I'm kind of hush-hush with my thoughts, especially thoughts on doing something somewhere else. That conversation isn't being had.
So today we had a really good topic discussing the differences on sex drive and sex appetite, and we all kind of came to the conclusion that neither is bad. It just depends on how you communicate with your partner to make sure you're on the same page.
Yeah, I mean, speak for yourself. I think that some can be bad, but that's besides the point. At the end of the day, we have a great show, and we're going to do some great things this year, and so we're going to have a toast with some great champagne. Let's end it on that note.
Season 4,
Season
baby.
4, we're back.
You know the
We're back.
vibes. You already know the vibe. Hey, Sauda, can you bring that out?
Pour it up, pour it up.
Yeah, pour it up. Yeah.
Oh.
But look, don't give Oliver nothing. He already is
Whatever.
in rare form.
And we be toasting
And give Rachel
the most. Yeah.
Oh,
The
wow.
most. The whole
Shout out
bottle.
to Rachel too for coming from the
Yeah,
head.
shout out to
Thank you
Rachel.
for Ada at the table for having me.
Everybody is
I'm
just
glad.
real cool.
That's a Georgia peach.
Georgia P.
Yeah.
I got
The
my
cinnamon.
peaches out in Georgia.
Serve daddy. Serve daddy his wine.
I know y'all know that song.
Yes.
Thank you.
I didn't know you could sing.
Oh, you like that?
Now you know.
That was good.
Good singers are good fakers.
I heard that before.
Uh-oh. It's another topic. A man to be faking. Tune in, season 4.
Okay, this is too much for me. me, but I'll take it.
All right, so we all poured up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here's
Yes.
to season 4.
Come on,
Eight at
bring
the
it in, bring it in,
table.
bring it in.
Number one show.
Yes. Woo.